stop, please, blowing all the horns in my boats? So in my last video, you remember me saying something about I was gonna have to fish out of my crest liner for like the next 4 or 5 days. I didn't tell you why, because I think I was a little upset and a little emotional about that at the time. So do you remember, if you watched my Sam Rayburn tournament vlog, you remember I said this. I'll try to get across the flat without hitting the stump. Say a prayer for us. Type it in the comments section. We're gonna need some prayers to get across this flat to get out of here. I don't know if y'all can see. I don't know if you can see all the stumps, but it's bad. Well, here's the thing. You didn't see it in the video and I didn't show it, but I didn't make it across the flat without hitting something. I hit a stump, and at the time I didn't think nothing was wrong with my boat. Nothing happened at all. Boat it checked up, kept on going, ran me all around Sam Rayburn for 2 days. Never had a problem, never missed a glitch, no knock, no nothing. Nothing happened. Fast forward 2 weeks later, I'm practicing here at home for the tournament that you come to this video to watch. And I had a little issue with my engine. Little did I know, when I hit that stump at Rayburn, warped my prop shaft, and I got one of the bearings in my lower unit. So I was not able to fish out of my Falcon here at Hartwell Lake. But usually you would take your boat to the trailer and the trailer would fix it, etc. on the spot. The trailer's not here this week. Good luck for me, right? So luckily I have, ta-da, I got my backup boat. This is, you see me fish out of this. This is what I saltwater fish out of. This is what I do a lot of fishing around the house in. So that's how we got to fishing bass opens out of my crest liner. Looks like a good little bank here. I'm kind of just starting off fishing shallow this morning because if I catch them shallow, or even catch a fish shallow, that will go a long way. Because usually when you catch a fish shallow, it's a lot bigger. But the problem is you could fish shallow literally for 7-8 hours and never even get a bite. So you have to be careful about getting too emotional about a shallow bite, because it literally may not be happening. Especially first thing in the morning like y'all it is now, like there should be a bass right there, unless it's, it's just something I'm not throwing the right bait, or too fast, too slow. They can get a little weird in the fall, especially we're having the fall turnover right now, which means basically the cold water from the bottom of the lake is mixing with the warm water that was at the top of the lake from the summertime heating. It's cooling off. It's very chilly right now, so a lot of that water is flopping around, so the water actually turns like a tea colored, like really black, and it makes fishing kind of weird. Well, it didn't really work that good. We caught one. I caught one. I had one bite up here cranking on a little riprap stretch, and that was it. It looks like we're just gonna have to make it work out there in the midst of all the boats. I don't want to do that. Try something different to see if I can catch some largemouth. If you can catch a largemouth or two, it's gonna go a long way. I did find one thing on one day, one of the practice days, that I think I can catch largemouth, so I'm just looking for something closer to what I found today to catch largemouth. It's hard to catch anything on the bank nowadays. Oh, there goes one there. Got one. good one on too. Oh yeah. On no rattle trap, man. I had to go old school on them. I got all this fancy stuff. I pull out the rattle trap, and I done caught 4 or 5 on that today. Oh, he's pulling drag. I might not be a bass. I might be a striker. Pulling too much drag. That far out, he's pulling way too much drag. Wow. You're trying to pull drag. Oh gosh. Hey, this must be a big, babe. This, oh god. It's either a big one or I got him hooked funny. Sometimes on a rattle trap, they'll swat at it. You have him hooked funny, and he's not that big, but he's coming to you sideways, so he feels big. I don't know. I can't tell. Spots always run funny. It's a decent one. He's hooked funny, but it's a decent one still. Yeah, that's a decent one. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I'd take that one. I would definitely take that. Let's see here. Let's see if I can scoop him. Oh, one hook in his mouth. I would be panicking like crazy in the tournament if I had one hook like that. Oh God, I missed him again. Oh, I got him. Got him. If I can catch 5 or 6 like that in the tournament, that'll be good. Swim away. Stupid thing's got it in his head. That's a good one. I think the fish is starting to bite now. He's got the freaking rattle trap in the top of his head. Try to. Oh, now he's got one hook. Let's see. I do want to get him in. Come here. There he goes. That's a pretty one. That's a pretty nice one, huh? That wind is making it where you can catch them on like reaction baits and stuff. But you couldn't do that just a couple days ago. That is a fat, chunky one. Jeez. He's fat and chunky. That was worth the trouble. Dude, it is blowing like crazy, but I know the audio is not the best. I don't have my big camera today, so y'all forgive me. This is on my cell phone, so the audio is going to be as good as the audio is going to be on this. Not a big one, not a small one either, but you see how fat these things get this time of year. They get super fat. We're going to let him go, all right? I think I'm figuring out a way to try to at least catch a few fish. Hit it. Well, we caught one. Now that would not be. Hold on, little swimmer. Hold on here, little swimmer. Nothing but a G thing, baby. Some little G-string bass is on me today. This is just a little hula stick. I'm sorry, parents. You didn't know this was gonna be an X-rated vlog. Just a little hula stick, Nico style, with the Nico weights from Z-Man. Skipping it under the docks. This week, I'm fishing a tournament on my home lake. Currently, I am not catching any bass, just as if I was 5,000 miles away from home. I got a lot of work to do. I got a lot of work to do this week. Hey, here's a little tip. I'm gonna give you a little tidbit here. Fishing is really tough right now. Little minor details mean everything when you're spotted bass fishing and it's getting tough. I like to use bright high vision braided line when I'm using my spinning rod this time of year. The reason for that is that I'm making long casts and I'm trying to get an idea of where my bait is in the water column, or even strike detection a little bit, but not so much. But mainly because I can see when my bait hits the bottom a little better. I like to use a high-vis braid. Downside to it is, just in my conscious, I'm always thinking about, do the fish see that braid when I'm running it down through a school of fish? I got the trick for it. I'm gonna show it to you right here. Not gonna charge you anything different. Not gonna, you get this still free, okay? Here's my reel right here, okay? High-vis braid. You can see it in the water column very clear. This stuff glows. But you know, of course, we use a braid to fluorocarbon setup. See, here's my union knot. I'll show you my union knot. Well, actually, it's probably hard. There's my union knot right there. I got 15-pound test braid to 10-pound test fluorocarbon leader right here, okay? Now, what I'm going to do is, I'm just going to hook my little bait on here, just right here to the side of the boat. I just hook my bait right there on the side of the boat. You'll see what I'm going to do. You can take a giant magic marker. This just so happens to be a paint stick that I'm going to use right here. What we're going to do is we're going to paint the section of braid black that would normally be under the water. So I'm just going to zip my line out to right about where the braid knot starts. Let's see, my braid starts right there. I'm going to take my paint marker. I'm just going to hold, I'll loosen up the drag on my reel, okay? Take my marker. Then I'm going to take my marker and I'm just going to back up. Just hold the marker still. Just back up. Let that the drag on your reel just kind of seep out. You see that? I'm just holding the line on there. Just go about, I'm probably going to be fishing, you know, 25 to 40 feet. And so when I get to about 15, 20 feet of braided line, the area of line that will be running through a school of fish, I'll just paint it black. And so now I've got the first, you see that where it goes from yellow to black? I think you guys can see that. Now that'll be a little less brilliant and could give me an extra bite. Maybe it will, maybe it won't. You can do this with a magic marker. This is just like a paint stick. Just a big black magic marker do the trick. Just anything that'll knock that brilliant bright color off of it. Most of the year I don't even worry about it, but just this time of year I'm not even sure it makes a difference, but it makes a difference in my mind, so I do it. So little tip there for you that'll help you guys out if you fish extremely clear water or highly pressured fish. Sometimes that can make a big difference. As bad as it is that you know, I kind of blew up my boat here at Hartwell on my home lake, I'm kind of glad that it happened during practice and not in the tournament, because I honestly didn't know that I had a problem. I didn't even, you know, I just kind of checked up, kept on moving. And, you know, that thing could have easily went out on me in the event, and then I would have been out and had a zero, which nobody likes having a zero, and nobody definitely likes having a zero due to a mechanical failure. So as inconvenient as it is to have to switch over tackle to fish out of, you know, to try to fish out of my aluminum boat, I'm super thankful that it worked out that way, because it could have went down another way. All right, y'all, it's first day here at Hartwell. This is the home lake, and fishing here in the fall time, fishing is pretty doggone tough. I've been looking forward for this one for a long time, but of course you get here in the heat of the moment and fishing is a lot tougher than I expected. So I don't really know what's going to happen today. Hopefully I catch a lot of fish and it'll be a good day of fishing today.
Brian Latimer, pull a kill switch. Good luck, guys.
Boat flight 8, 410 chicken. Boat 89, Tyler Berger. Follow that one right in front of you. Thank you, Tyler.